Perek HaShochar HaPoyalim, DAF Pei, sponsored the Refuah Shalema for Aaron ben Rachel. Gemara distinguishes between the Yisurin of Rebbe and the Yisurin of Rebbe Lazar Rebbe Shimon. The Yisurin of Rebbe Lazar was self-afflicted, Yisurin Shel Ahava. He could relieve himself at will and not suffer bittul Torah, whereas the Yisurin of Rebbe were a punishment, not self-inflicted and not controllable. According to the Marsha, this was true only for the first 13 years. The Gemara explains to what extent one has to have compassion on Hashem's creations. Rebbe suffered for a slight lack of compassion for a calf that sought his protection. Although the Torah permits the slaughter of kosher animals, and at times it is even a mitzvah, he could have postponed its slaughter by working the animal until infirmed. The essence of our existence is to emulate Hashem's character traits, mahu afata. One trait mentioned in Ashrei is v'rachamav al kol ma'asav. His mercy is on all his creations. Another trait mentioned in our Gemara is midah keneged midah, measure for measure. According to the Marsha, Rebbe Lazar inflicted himself for possibly accusing an innocent man, bringing upon him a premature death. While he suffered, no man died prematurely. Rebbe suffered for not demonstrating compassion appropriate for one on his level. As long as he suffered, rain was not necessary. People enjoyed an added measure of compassion. They did not suffer the inconveniences of rain. The Gemara demonstrates the principle, lefum tzara agra, according to the suffering is the reward. Rabbi Elazar's son became a great Talmid Chacham equal to his father. However, a deadly snake blocked his being interred in the cave with his father and grandfather. He did not suffer for his Torah as did his father and grandfather. They were fugitives from the Roman government, learned in a cave for 13 years, surviving on next to nothing. The Gemara distinguishes between the reward for teaching a friend's son Torah and teaching the son of an Amoritz. According to the Marsha, one who teaches his friend's son Torah sits in the Yeshiva Shalmala for the merit of placing his friend's son in yeshiva. One who teaches a son of an Amoritz, transforming his natural inclination, can even undermine an evil decree. Shlomo defines a Talmid Chacham, the son of an Amoritz, as Bekerev Ksilim Tivada. In the midst of fools, it becomes publicized. It is like one coin in a pushka that makes more noise than many coins. 3 consecutive generations of Torah scholars guarantee the Torah will never leave that family. Although Torah is not an inheritance like kingship and kahuna, one who toils in Torah will benefit from the merit of his ancestors to continue the unbroken chain. Another form of self-inflicted suffering Talmidei Chachamim implemented to ensure spiritual success was fasting. Rav Yosef fasted 40 days for each generation of his progeny. Other Chachamim fasted not to forget their learning or to avoid the fires of Gehenna. Our Gemara explains the reason for the first temple's destruction was not saying a blessing on the Torah before learning. The Ran in the Dharma explains that not only did they say the blessing, but they learned constantly. Nobody but Hashem could discern their lack of proper kavod Torah, the honor for the Torah, as demonstrated by the minute lack of intent when saying the blessing over the Torah. The Gemara teaches one who humbles or enslaves himself to learn will become great in the next world and will be a free man as well. It means one who humbles himself in this world to learn from all will be great in the next world. One who enslaves himself, depriving himself from the pleasures of this world to devote his efforts to learning Torah, will be rewarded to a peaceful existence in the next world. The last point of the Gemara is the merit of harbatzas Torah. Teaching Torah, especially to children, is greater than learning. Reish Lakish was not on the madrega to identify Rabbi Chia's crypt. He would mark grave sites to prevent Kohanim from contamination.